beginning of of my my video last night, where I talked about it. I don't think what he I don't condone violence, you know, but I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it because you know sometimes shit gets out of control. You know, Will could have talked to backstage and talked to Chris. The slap wasn't necessary. Listen, coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's after a heated moment. Everyone has clarity, and everyone looking at shit from the outside looking in will always have an opinion that's different than what the people that are involved in the situation thought was best at the time. Would have done the same? Listen, probably not. I don't know. I mean, if somebody is disrespectful to my wife in front of me because of a medical condition she has, that is affecting the way she looks, that's a tough one, you know? Um, and, Chris Rock is a piece of shit. He said it in one of his live comedy shows. He's like, nobody's above an ass whooping. And I agree with him. He needed to get got. And there's ways to solve the problems that you have in a courtroom, and there's ways to solve a problem that you might have at a workplace. And sometimes the hood takes over. And that's what happened. Yeah, exactly. No one knows how to react. Jolly. Yeah, I agree. Um, and it is a it is a medical condition. It is an autoimmune disease. Why would you say something so ignorant as that? Alopecia is a medical condition caused by autoimmune. God, people are just like, question what Chris Rock. Question is what Chris Rock said, written by him. Well, the plot thickens, and that's the thing. The rumor that's out there, and I don't know. I can't confirm whether it's true or not. But the rumor I have is that that was written for Chris Rock by a white woman. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I can't confirm. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised because it is Hollywood. Um, yes, it is. It is a health issue. Yeah, absolutely. Alopecia is a health issue. They both apologized to each other already. Yeah, and I think that's healthy and that's great. I understand that they're both wrong. Like Chris Rock overstepped a boundary and he knows it. Chris Rock knows it. That's why he didn't say shit. Because when Chris takes it back to his brain, he's like, fuck, I overstepped. I shouldn't have said that. That was a stupid joke. I stepped over the line. And Will Smith overreacted. So both of them are to blame. It is a sad situation that it happened on national TV. But people are taking it on a different spin because this bullshit that, oh, the violence, listen, we're exposed to violence all the time. People need to stop it with this bitch ass bullshit and stop clutching your fucking pearls. Kid Rock got into it one time with Tommy Lee on stage and nobody said shit. But because it's a black man, now everybody's losing their goddamn mind. Because Will Smith has never had a bad day in his entire life. You know? And people need to take it easy with this shit. It's a slap. But oh, the violence. Fucking, there's violence everywhere. And people don't think about it. They never do. This is not the first time we've seen violence on TV. Chris Rock is not a pedazo de mierda. You're wrong. I'm not defending him, but bro, you are defending him, number one. And number two, I would never be as stupid as to joke on another man's wife's medical condition. That's idiotic. Why would you do that? For what? For a couple of stupid laughs? You're attacking a black woman on national television? Isn't that a form of violence? That is to me a form of violence if you're attacking a black woman's medical condition on national TV. So violence comes in many ways. Violence can not only be a slap. There are words of violence. They are psychological acts of violence, violence comes in many ways, shapes, or forms. Don't reduce it to a slap because there's many ways of violence. So stop it with that bullshit. Yes, he did make fun of his condition. He made a G.I. Jane joke on a woman who is losing her hair because of a medical autoimmune condition. Yes, he did. Verbal, mental, and physical. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Absolutely. People think violence is only putting your hands on someone. No. There's many forms of violence. Will has had a bad day in his life, his first wife. Yeah, he was an asshole for joking with that. Masochistic to stupidity. This is sad. He know about her. That's another one. People were saying, well, he didn't know about her condition. Fuck out of here with that. Come on. He knew. They all know. Everyone in the Hollywood industry is a tight-knit community. They know what's happening around them. It's like a fucking neighborhood. Chris Rock knew that she was going through that. He just didn't give a shit. You think Chris Rock doesn't see or hear about Jada Pinkett's show on how she discussed it many times? He knows. And that's why he did the joke. He fucking went for the low blow for laughs. What do you think of his apology he gave today? I actually have not seen his apology. I have to see it. And if he apologized, then good. Then he apologized. That's fine. You know, that's his prerogative. I'm trying to read the comments. I am a fan of yours, but Will was out of line. Yeah, maybe. Listen, here's the problem. The problem is that a lot of you don't seem to understand that there's things that you just can't do. There's things that you hold dear. At least some men. I hold dear to my heart my wife and her conditions, whatever they may be. If Amy had a situation where she had a medical condition and someone is making fun of her, I'm sorry, but it's not going to end well. It's fighting words. Not all speech is protected. And, was it a teachable moment? Yeah. Maybe he could have talked about it. He could have gone out in many different ways. But I am not one to judge Will Smith for that. I'll never do that. That is his shit. And he needs to deal with it psychologically, and he needs to look for help, and he'll do it in his own personal time. And that's it for me. I will not lose respect for him for what he did. I just won't. Okay, to be honest, I didn't even know about her condition. What if he didn't know? He fucking knew. He fucking knew. He can go pound sand with that. He didn't attack her. He attacked her verbally by doing a very distasteful joke. And that's the problem. And a lot of you think that you can joke about anything. There's things that you just don't joke about, I don't think he should have, it doesn't matter. This is another bullshit. It's alopecia, not cancer. Listen, a medical condition is a medical condition. You don't put levels on things. Whether you have skin cancer or whether you have terminal 4 stage, terminal cancer like dying, it doesn't matter. That we can't start with this bullshit of putting levels on sickness. Sickness is sickness. Whatever you have is a difficult situation, however you're dealing with it. You need to stop it with this bullshit as well. Like one doesn't matter and the other one does. My fucking God. What is wrong with people? Every joke has its limits. Yes, they do. He was out of line. He was the first one laughing. Listen, Will Smith laughed because he didn't know what you have no idea how many people I've seen laugh right before a moment of danger or violence. I had a friend who was threatened with a handgun and he was laughing in the face of the guy pulling the gun on him. You never know how humans are going to react, She was a woman who went superwoman when she cut her hair. Every joke has its limit. Yeah. Will's actions were too much. Possibly, And let me tell you something else. This never violence, there was a person, 100% no violence all the time. What kind of soft bullshit is that? There's a time for violence. If somebody breaks into my house, It's violence time. Somebody's gonna end up in a not a good place because you gotta defend your own with violence if necessary. Fuck around and find out. But comedian make a joke. You also have to stop it with this bullshit. Just because you're a comedian and you make a joke doesn't mean that the amount of jokes that you can make on anything and anyone is off limits. Freedom of speech and fighting words are two different things, and some speech is not protected by the Constitution. You need to be careful with that stuff. Humans make mistakes. Yeah, you should always what you say. I wouldn't have said some shit like that. That's stupid. If you're a man, a true male, you know not to make jokes about a man's wife who's sick. It's fucking stupid. It's idiotic. I believe that there's more to it that we don't know. Yeah. Listen, I got a bunch of guest requests. Tengo a mi panita Luis Med. Let's keep letting people in.
Yo.
What's going on? What's popping?
Man, what's up? I'm about to play, but I just wanted to, give my 2 cents in the
Yeah.
subject
Let me
right.
let in another person. I'm gonna let in Rain is Black.
All right, hell yeah.
I like that. I like that name, brother.
Going
Rain
on,
is Black. Yes, it is.
Bobby, I got to start off. I have been a big fan of yours for a long time. You've been the
Thank you.
motivation of why I had to get live just to be able to talk to you, Bobby. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to
Thank
you.
you.
Pero, on the conversation of what you're having with Will Smith,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been having a lot of people ask me the same question only because I made a comment on it in a post. So now people are coming after me because you can't sit there and say, hey, I'm gonna let this man on their public TV or in person to person when I want to talk about my wife, especially if she has a condition. That's what I'm not gonna let you talk about it.
I bet. Listen, try to hold your phone in a distance because I can't. You're hearing yourself muffled.
It's the case. It's the case. My apologies. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I just want to hear what you have to say. I want you to go in clear. Yeah.
Fantastic. Like I was saying, it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity. It doesn't matter who you are. When you're talking about the person that I've got to spend my life with, even if it's protect, no matter if it is a verbal or physical assault, I'm going to protect the wife on site. It doesn't matter if I'm in the Oscars. It doesn't matter if I'm in the Grammy. It doesn't matter if I'm in my back garage. You don't disrespect me. Yo soy boricua. You don't disrespect a mujer que me da tanto. It's giving my wife, it's my wife, my kids. No, you don't do it. So I'm sorry. It's just see.
Listen, again, it's somebody who's going through a medical condition, and you're making a joke in front of me, in front of the national world, in the national TV. It's insane. Like, why would you do that? Do I think he overreacted? Listen, I don't know. I can't judge the dude. Because if it was me and somebody was making fun of my wife because of a medical condition, I don't know if I would be able to handle it.
Luis, what do you think about people saying that she was cheating on him and shit?
That is bullshit. Well, why didn't he do anything when she was cheating? Listen, the cheating thing is between him and her. What do people want him to do? They want him to go after the dude. The dude has nothing to do with it. That's a
May I comment on that?
him and her, and they need to deal with it accordingly. You can't go violent against the dude who's sleeping with your wife. The problem is not him. The problem is her and you. Where did you fail that your wife is looking for another dude? Have you ever thought about that one? But male fragility is a big motherfucker.
So Will and Jada actually have admitted that they have an open relationship at the time that she had done that. You know what I mean? So that is something that she had done that. You know what I mean? So that is something that's not actually cheating. They actually said it's an open relationship. She was able to do that, and it's okay. The minutes, it's on record.
That's on them. If he chooses or not to have his wife be with another dude, That's personal and that's on them. I would rather you go after the guy who's talking shit about your wife because she has a medical condition and make fun of her than go after
All
the guy
day,
she's sleeping with
all day,
because that's a choice and you're living with that.
all day,
Yeah,
all
but
day.
there's a lot of men out there who are like, go after him. I'm like, what kind of male fragility bullshit is that?
Facts.
Yep, definitely agree with that one. I definitely agree because if I've got to sit there and let another man disrespect my wife, if that one time, if I let it happen one time, how many more other times is that really going to happen in front of me?
I bet you Chris Rock won't make a joke again.
Not again, not one more time. I tell you that much.
You'll think about it. The next time you'll be like, let's go to a break.
All the way.
Le metieron caliente, le
You
metieron
fucking learn.
caliente. Le metieron del bueno.
Listen, bro, I got two more people. I want
It's
everyone
been,
to chime in,
hey,
but thank you
Louis,
for
I
being
want to say
forward.
thank you. It's been a great pleasure letting me get on your live, Bobby.
Absolutely, bro. Se te quiere. Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
funny. It's
No,
funny.
that's
People,
crazy.
you know, let's get
Sí,
another one.
la
I
gente is crazy
got
right now, bro. People are going crazy.
Chaplin Bill? This
The
is a
Chaplin. La gente
I
is crazy
got
right now, bro. People are going
Chaplin.
crazy.
Chaplin Bill? This
The
is
Chaplin.
I got a Chaplin. I'm gonna.
Luis, ¿tú me escuchas bien?
Sí, yo te
Can you
escucho
hear me?
perfecto.
Okay, because I'm using the fucking AirPods, so.
Yeah.
Yo, my account got banned until tomorrow. Like, I
Again?
don't know.
What did you do?
No. So I posted a video talking about like a new missile that Russia is testing, something like that. And apparently it's too violent, but they gave it back to me. They're like, no, we didn't find anything wrong with it, so we're gonna give it back to you. But we're still gonna ban you for 2 days. So
It's all right. You
Yeah.
get it back quick.
yeah, so I'm good.
Hey,
And
what's
I just
going
hit
on? Who do I got in
54,000
here?
today.
Oh yeah, my name is Jeremy. You can call
Hey,
me John
Jeremy,
if you
what's
want to,
going
but
on?
my name is Jeremy.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
What's
man.
happening?
I've been thinking about the whole entire situation like between Will Smith and Chris Rock. Like, truth be told, Chris knew. Chris knew. He knew exactly what he did
He
was
knew.
wrong.
He knew.
Mhm.
He knew exactly what he did was wrong because he made a documentary called Good Hair, which talks about black women and their hair and their importance of it to them. So he
Yeah.
knew exactly what he was doing when he made that comment. He should not have said that.
He knew. He fucking knew.
He knew better than that shit.
Yeah.
Yep,
Sometimes,
I agree.
listen, you gotta own up to your shit. And that's why he didn't file charges. Listen, if you truly think that somebody violated your space and was aggressive against you in a manner that you didn't deserve, then go file charges to the police. But he didn't.
He
And the
didn't.
reason why he didn't is because he fucking knows. He
He's
knows
not
he
going to
overstepped.
anyway. Oh yeah.
And here's
Oh,
my
he
whole
did.
thing about it. Like he should have been much more better than what he was.
Yeah.
Like exactly how he went after her like that was just screwed up.
They're both wrong. Listen, I'm not justifying Will Smith. I know he fucking lost it. It looks bad because the optics of it are really sketchy. Because you're doing it on national TV, it's two black men. I get the sketchy thing and having a lot of white people all around. It's bad, but at the same time, it's like again, everyone is at the verge of a couple of minutes of conversation to lose their shit, and now everyone is talking like they're above it. It's like, don't give me that shit. It can happen to
No, we
you.
definitely not above it. I'm not gonna lie with you. See, this is what pisses me off. I see a lot of people saying the same thing over and over again. If it wasn't a rock, he wouldn't have done it. Y'all need to understand. Will Smith got hands. This man been doing
Will Smith
action
got
movies
him.
the majority
He got that
of his
Ali
life
jump too.
too.
Hey, but let's be
He,
serious
he
though.
been
Let's
in,
be serious. Chris
he been in
Rock really
Ali.
made that
He been
shit.
in Bad Boys. Will Smith works out. Like he's not. He may not look like it, but Will Smith got hands. He got hands,
Let me tell you
and
something
people
though.
don't understand.
Chris Rock. Let me tell you something though. Chris Rock took that slap like a fucking champ.
Oh yeah, he ate that shit. He ate.
No, no,
He
no,
was
no. This is
like,
what got me. Oh, this is what got me. Will Smith said, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth," and Chris Rock said, "I will."
I will. He understood the assignment.
He
He
said,
was
"Yeah." He
like,
said, "Apparently, I have crossed the line," and he's like, "Will Smith just slapped me on national TV, and he'll do it again."
yep. He understood. He knew. He's like, okay. I think I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Hey, listen, but again, they're both in the wrong. I don't think he should have gone about it that way. I think Chris overstepped. apparently, I don't know, but apparently they talked about it together, which is great. Hey,
Yeah,
listen, it's two men talking like men. It's like, hey, you're a motherfucker. Hey, you too. All right, let's go grab a beer and call it a day.
yeah, they
Because we
talked.
are men. We're all men. You, me, all three of us right now know that men shit happens.
This
It's
was a friend
testosterone
checking a friend.
flying.
This was a friend checking a friend. That's what this was.
Hey, you know, I got a situation with friends, and you know, it hasn't gotten violent. I haven't slapped any of my friends, but it's gotten heated to the point where we're like, and men know that Chris Rock knew. That's why he didn't file charges. Chris knows. But then you got, fragility out there and all that bullshit. Hey, I get it. I get it. But people
I
like to
mean,
choose and pick when violence is bad and violence is wrong and what violence is. And again, that's sketchy because there's many forms of violence. So I don't know. So listen, thank you for coming in. I gotta take two other guests.
yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it,
Thank
brother.
you for having me, and thank you for doing what you
Absolutely, man.
do.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
I mean, I still think that maybe he could have done it a different way, but
Yeah, he definitely could have done it a different way,
in my opinion, that's just me
but he
saying.
did it.
Oh, he didn't. I probably, man, I'm crazy like that. I get hot real quick, so I probably would have done the same shit or probably
Hey,
worse.
you,
So
especially you.
yeah, you know me. Entonces, como es?
You
Like,
remember, and we ended up being friends.
oh yeah, man, shit.
We got Chaplain Bill in the house. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Chaplain.
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Hey, look, I'm so glad to talk to you, man, because I've enjoyed what you put out.
Thank you.
But I'm seriously Team Will here, and there's not just a being a man thing. There's a historical context here. For generations and hundreds of years, a black man could not protect his wife or his daughters from assault and degradation by people. And here's this man willing to stand up on national television and risk his reputation and go up there and confront the man who he conceived that insulted his wife. Now, maybe he should have handled it a different way. Maybe, maybe not. He went up there and he handled his business because that is what a man is supposed to do for the woman in his life. And I got no beans about it. I got no beef. Like I said, maybe I would have done it. Maybe I would have kicked his ass after the show. I don't know. But he handled his business and like you said earlier, Rock understood that. Rock knew what he overstepped. There are lines that we don't cross. And Chris Rock did exactly that. And he should be ashamed of himself. And I'm glad that he's apologetic. I am not ashamed of what Will Smith did. A lot of people are saying, well, he did this and he did that and he embarrassed black people. No, he stood up for his woman. And I'm not going to rag on him for that. Never.
There's
Never.
times where violence comes into a situation and we don't want it to be like that sometimes, but things happen, shit happens.
Yeah.
Everywhere all over the world. Is
That's
it
right.
ideal? Hey, no, but at the same time, you can't judge a man until walking in his shoes. We don't know. We don't know what's been happening with him for the past
Right.
year or two. And he's been dealing with Chris Rock for a while. This shit has been going on for a long time, where Chris Rock has made fun of his wife many times over. And this time, it didn't go through. You can get away with shit a couple of times, but
yeah,
you never know. That's why you don't overstep things. That I don't mess with people so that I don't get myself into situations like that. I avoid shit. I know where to cross the line and where to not. And the fact that people think it's okay to joke about a thing like that, it's a little bit disturbing. I don't know what humans are thinking out there that they think this is okay. That you can joke about someone and they just need to sit there and take it and not say anything. He could have said it, he could have used his words and said something different, or instead of using his hands. I get that, but I'm not going to judge him for it.
No, absolutely not. And where I work, I'm a cop. And in my squad, we joke really horribly towards each other. We can be terribly mean to each other because it's fun. It's a 99% dudes, And in my unit, all of us have wives except for one dude, and we joke families and all this other stuff, but we never say anything disrespectful. because you don't do that. You might find yourself with somebody you've been serving with for 10 years, and the next thing you know, those hands get free because you said the wrong thing. So
Yeah.
you have to be mindful, and everybody has to be mindful. That's just being polite. I can
Even
talk about,
Leon, even
yeah,
Leon, the contract killer and the professional, always said it. He's like, no women, no children.
right. And
There's
it's
shit you
it is
can't touch.
true. It sounds like a small thing, but I wish more men would get back to that because it's just a matter of respect. I respect you. I don't even know you, man, but I see you on here all the time and I enjoy the stuff that you put out. I would never, ever say anything about your wife or your children. I don't know you well enough to do that, and I never would, or her.
It's not okay.
And I would expect the same kind of level of respect, and that's just crazy to me
Yep.
that you would go on international television and disrespect that man's wife when he's sitting right in front of you.
And I
What did
don't
you?
know who, like, again, I don't know who wrote the joke because now there's rumors saying that Chris didn't even write the joke. That
And he
supposedly it
might
was
not
a,
have. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, he might not have, but he opened his mouth and he said what he said. You know,
it's crazy.
it is crazy, and I won't take up any more of your time. But thank you for letting me come on here, man. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it, brother,
Thank you
and I
for being a
look forward to
supporter
doing it
and
again.
stay safe out there, man.
Will do. Take care now.
All right, so I'll go. All right, let's let another person in here. Puterax. That's a funny name.
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on,
how are you?
man?
Welcome.
I love your vids.
Thank you. Welcome to the live. How are you doing?
Yeah. So my whole take on the thing, we weren't in the limousine before they got there.
Right.
We don't know what went on in the house before they left the house or the hotel. There's a lot of things going on with Will Smith and his wife. He laughed at the joke until he saw how it hurt her. And when he saw, and people said, no, he laughed at it, but the camera cut away. But you could see Jada was clearly not amused. And then
He wasn't.
he went Pitbull. So
I think it was the shock. I think that's why he laughed. He's like, this motherfucker's
he went up there and he did what he did. A lot of people, I'm a Gen Xer, so we settled things on the playground. We didn't settle things in court. We didn't settle things in jail. Fight me on the playground.
It happens.
So, Will Smith, West Philadelphia, born and raised,
Hey, listen, and Chris Rock gets it too. Chris Rock is from the hood. He gets it.
Exactly. And I do not think Chris Rock will press charges.
He won't. He gets it.
But he may do a civil suit.
Oh.
They're lawyering up both sides.
I will get paid.
Lawyers right now. And they're like, how can we make this better? What do you want, Chris? A Bentley?
You want a couple of mil?
What's the deal? You want a Bentley? Will's going to get you a Bentley.
He's going to get
signed here.
He's going to get paid. So, no doubt. And it's not even...
It's never going to go to a trial or...
No, they're just going to sit down, call his lawyer, and he's going to be like, just tell me how much I need to give you, and let's call it a day.
The sad thing is people got so excited about this.
Well...
I'm like, what? A man punching a man? That happens every day on the New York subway. You take the subway?
It happens in Puerto Rico every 2 hours.
You got surprised? Someone punched someone for no reason.
Yep.
You got surprised? When the train's empty, there's a reason. It's either piss, shit, or someone crazy.
That's it. Listen, and it's also because, in all honesty, it's also because it's and we got to be honest, it's because it's the policing of black people on TV. Because there's been other people that have done this, Kid Rock and the guy from the videos, Tommy Lee, they did it. They had a scuffle because he was talking shit about Pam. And they gave it like a couple of hours of thought, and that was it. It was just two white men fighting on the stage. But now it's like different. Because it's Will Smith.
Two black men, so
They haven't like a monolith. It's horseshit.
But can I say in a hypothetical, what if it was the wife of Bradley Cooper?
He wouldn't. If listen,
And he walked up and slapped Chris Rock in the face.
yeah, I think that if it would have been like Ricky Gervais, if it would have been a white man, I don't know if Will would have done that, because he knows it can cost him like jail for life. If a black man hits a white man in the middle of the Oscars, then it's fucking different. I think it was a scuffle between them because they know and understand each other at a certain level. And he went
Right.
for it.
There had to have been maybe a past history.
Oh, of that I'm sure. Yeah. We just,
But
like you
I
said,
say,
we don't know.
We don't know with Jada and Will what went on in the limousine before, what goes on in their home.
We don't know.
And with her hair loss issue, which was a medical condition.
Alopecia is an autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
Alopecia.
And, it was out there from People Magazine put it out there.
Yep. Yeah,
So
everyone knew.
Chris had to have known.
Absolutely.
But he made a joke. But he did it in the style of when someone signs up for a roast, but it's the Oscars, not a roast. And he was the nominee. Will Smith was the nominee. His wife was not. And it was not a roast.
It's a difficult spot. It's uncomfortable. Hopefully they'll move forward from it and learn, and they'll apologize to each other. I have to see Will's apology. I haven't seen it yet, but we'll see. Well, thank you for coming in.
I got one more thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Any of my followers here, I got 300 and something. Please follow him. He's a good man. I follow him.
I gotta follow you. What's your? Hold on.
Well, I want to bring my followers to you also.
I can't see you on your following on my Potter Jacks. Okay, I got you.
Yes.
Thank you, Potter Jacks, for coming in. I appreciate it.
And we need to put this Will Smith thing to bed.
Yeah, I'm just giving it one day because
maybe
I'll talk about it in Spanish.
If I hear any Will Smith shit, I'm gonna say I'm off TikTok for 2 weeks.
Well, it's better than the Womblands.
All right, my friend. I'll keep watching your videos.
Thank you. Have a good day. Hey, at least we got a break from the Womblands. All right, let's see who else is here. I'm trying to get everybody. Get this one because he's been waiting for a while. You look amazing, Pa.
Oh.
Hey, what's poppin'?
What's happening? I enjoy your content. I like what I'm hearing so far. It's good stuff.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So I just think that a lot of people forget, yes, it is the Oscars, but when one goes about hiring a comedian for something, there's going to be some jokes told. And when you sit in the front fucking row, you better be able to take a joke, man. And I would love to see Will Smith try that shit with Eddie Griffin. What do you think's going to happen? Eddie's little too, but he ain't taking no shit.
With Eddie Griffin?
And he's not going to stand there and take a bitch slap from Will Smith, that's for sure.
Eddie Griffin is like a $10.
And he's 10 times tougher than Chris Rock and Will Smith put together. He ain't taking no shit from anybody.
Maybe.
But listen, at the end of the day,
it's
what is a joke and what is like not funny and not.
Well, I mean, it could have been a compliment. G.I. Jane was a bad bitch, and I thought it could have been a compliment just as easy. And Will Smith had that confused, angry pain look in his face, like he was like almost tequila mad.
I agree that he was.
How much were they drinking, I wonder? And I didn't realize, I don't pay attention to celebrity shit. I didn't even realize, did he won an award that night?
He won the Oscar.
And like, you won already.
Had a very good movie, by the way.
What movie was it?
King Richard.
Fantastic.
What movie was it?
King Richard.
Oh, the tennis dad.
Yeah, he was.
Okay,
he was
okay.
coaching.
Fantastic film.
I
Fantastic.
didn't see
If
it.
you
It
haven't
looked
seen
good.
it,
It's on HBO.
I don't think
It's
he's
on
done
HBO.
anything good since Independence Day, personally.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
But
I loved Ali.
I just love the part in Independence Day where he punched the alien in the face. It's welcome to America. But, you know, you can't be mad at Chris Rock for being a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it happens.
it happens.
But
But
hopefully,
hopefully, forward.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
see you in the
Thank you,
future.
sir.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. All right. Hello. Can you hear me now? How you doing, sir?
What's up, man?
What's poppin'? I like your hat.
Yo, thank you.
We got a Yankees fan?
Yeah. I got.
My dad's a Yankees fan. He's a big Yankees fan. You in New York?
No, I live in San Diego now.
San Diego. Oh, that's beautiful over there. I used to live in Carlsbad.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Tell me what you think about this craziness.
You know, to me, I guess like the thing that is catching my eye is people making videos about like how I think it was Chris Rock, the one that made the joke.
Mm-hmm.
How they're saying that if he only got up because he was making a joke to make white people laugh. So they're bringing like white people into the conversation like it's like a race thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I was just literally thinking about this, but it just makes me mad because like you gotta realize Chris Rock is a comedian.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock is gonna say jokes. He could say to white person, a black person, Mexican person. People just need to like chill out and not take things so serious. You know, I understand Will getting up and like he probably took it a little bit more personal. Like he did laugh at first,
Yeah.
but then he kind of saw the way that his wife was reacting. But the thing is, I just don't understand how. I don't understand why people are reacting like that. You know, like they're
In
making
what,
it to like
reacting how? On the side of against Will or against, because it's kind of divided. Some people are supporting Will and some people are supporting Chris.
I think I'm supporting both. Well, I'm supporting Chris Rock because he's a comedian, so he's gonna
Yeah.
make jokes.
Yeah.
Like people saying that, oh, the only way he said is to make white people laugh. It's like, come on, bro. Like, I just don't like when people bring like white people or Mexican people or like into
We don't
like
know
something.
that. Here's the thing. We don't know that. I personally don't know because supposedly somebody that was white wrote the joke for him. So if a white woman is writing that joke for him to say about a black woman's hair in a medical condition, I have a big fucking problem with that one because it's not.
See, I didn't.
It appeals to a different mindset and a different type of audience. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
if he wrote it, then he's a comedian. Then it's a different conversation about talking about what is a joke that's acceptable and that's funny, and what should be off limits. Some people are of the mindset that when it comes to comedy, it should be like no limits. Like you should be able to joke about everything. And let me tell you something. I enjoy comedy. I go to a lot of comedy shows, and I like raunchy comedians. I like them like raw. But a man's wife who's suffering through a medical condition, I think that's where I draw my line. I'm like, man, that's one that you don't want to pick up.
But
You know?
but yes, but then again, I don't know if you ever seen. I don't know, not Fluffy. The other, he has like Iglesias name. He's like,
that's Fluffy. Iglesias is Fluffy.
no, there's another guy that he makes like super like racist joke. I think he's
Right.
Mexican or, but it's just like
Esparza.
What's his name?
Esparza. The guy with the long hair.
Oh yes,
That's Esparza.
like him.
Yeah, he's
Jokes like,
raunchy.
but people don't take it. Oh man, I don't know. I'm in between with the thing that Will did, because Will, every time I've seen Will, he always reminds me of like someone that's very educated and is just very peace forward type person. And then the way he reacted, it just threw me off because I was like, oh. For a sec, I kept like, I took that piece of video and it slowed it down, and I was like, I hope it's just like scripted, but
No,
he really
that
did.
wasn't scripted. I can tell you that for a fact.
I was like, it was a real hit.
That wasn't scripted. You can tell because of Chris Rock's reaction. He was like, oh shit, like what do I do now? That's a man that has been startled by something he didn't expect. That was not staged at all.
And then
No way.
everyone's saying, oh, like bringing this situation and the August
That her lover, her whatever.
like
But it doesn't justify, like, because that people want him to go after that dude. In that case, I think he shouldn't go after him. Because if your wife is with another man, that's not that guy's fault. It's your fault and her fault.
Facts.
Yeah, but men don't want to address that because their ego is hurt. They are, oh, he should go after him. Not really. He should go after the guy who's making fun of her for a medical condition. That I will go after. But if my wife is cheating on me with another dude, I'm not going to take it out on the dude. It's on her because she's cheating on me, and it's on me because somewhere along the line, I failed her to the point where she needs to go look for another male. And you got to address that shit, you know? That's deep. You got to think about it. But a lot of men, it's just ego-driven. They're talking out of their asses.
Oh, yo, that's all I want to say, man. Hey, another thing, I appreciate all your videos. Your videos are amazing.
Thank you.
Can I get a request?
Absolutely, you can get a request.
Can I get that laugh, please?
You needed to have it, huh? You're like, if I'm gonna come in here, Luisito needs to fucking laugh.
I like that. Like that.
You gotta practice that.
All right, man.
All right, dog. Thanks for hopping in. You have a good one out there. Be safe.
Peace.
Bye. Listen, this is stuff happens, you know. But if Chappelle was there, Will could have never have done that. He would have gone after anybody. I don't think Will gives a shit. When your wife is attacked like that, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, you know. Yeah, supposedly it was an open marriage or something. Why do people keep saying that alopecia is not a sickness? It is an autoimmune disease. I am so sick and tired of this bullshit. Look it up. Oh my God. I am really getting pissed about this. You people don't understand fucking science. It is an autoimmune disease. Look it up. Oh my God. It's like talking to children. For crying out loud. Do I want to slap someone? Yeah, the people who are saying that it's not an autoimmune disease. Oh my God. People do need to learn. Jesus, reading is fundamental. Hey, listen, I get angry. How do you not know this? That alopecia is a medical, it's a condition. It's an autoimmune disease. My God, look it up. God, I hate talking to ignorant people. Ugh. You lost weight. Probably. I've been playing basketball 3 hours a day every day. There's different types of alopecia. Oh my God. I don't want to talk about alopecia anymore. Let's see. Bro, they just trying to cancel you like the womblex. Stay calm. I don't give a shit. Since she mentioned it, it's been known. Yeah, it's been known for a while, since 2018. But did Chris Rock know she had alopecia? Oh my God. Yes, I'm sure he knew. You saying he didn't, it's naive. Come on now. You think he didn't know? Those people in Hollywood, they know everything that everyone else is doing. I get the science. People don't die from baldness. Oh my God. So now if you don't die from something, that means you can make fun of it. So if you have skin cancer and your face is all scarred up, let's make fun of that person because they won't die from it anytime soon. Well, that's a great fucking logic. God, people are just like morbid. Oh my fucking God, I swear. Luisito, which Republican views do you agree with, although you're a Democrat? I said it many times. I believe in the Second Amendment. It's just one of many things, the autoimmune attacks. Yeah. I don't know if he did or he didn't. He didn't know. We're filling gaps with assumptions. He did a documentary about black women with her? Yes. He did. He really did. He wouldn't go after it. Listen, oh my God. You people and your like what about isms? Will he go after The Rock? Will he go after Ric Flair? I don't. He went after who he went. He did not write the joke. I believe that. I don't think he did. Luisito, hold on. I'm trying to read everything. Do you think Will should be punished by the Oscars? No. Because if we're going to punish Will and take his Oscar away, then we should take Harvey Weinstein's Oscars. Because he has done some violent shit. That's violence too. If we're going to take his, take everyone's that has done some horrible shit at one point. Hey, gotta be fair, right? As a lawyer, you at a bar and a guy says something to your wife, you're going to risk your career? I don't know. It depends on the situation. I've been in situations where I could act violently and I didn't. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to judge another human being if he does. I would defend him if I was a lawyer. And when I defend people, I don't defend them as an attorney based on my own personal belief. Because if that's what the case, I wouldn't defend anybody. Anybody who's ever done something or made a mistake that ended up in being charged for a crime, then I wouldn't defend anybody. Oh, well, I wouldn't have done that, therefore I won't defend you. That logic is flawed. But would I do it? I don't know. Yeah, I will have to be at the situation at that time. It was a cry for help. Yeah, I do think that Will is going through some dark shit and he needs therapy. So then have him go get it. That's fine. Will anger and emotions are justified? His reactions are not. I don't know. Maybe. She's a loose woman. Oh my God. Now we're going to talk about Jada and talk shit about her. This is incredible. Yeah, blame it on the black woman. Why not? Did anyone pick up the G.I. Jane insult? Demi Moore cheated on her husband with a younger man. That's another reference that's going around the internet that supposedly that's why the joke was made. Maybe. I don't know. Now it's going to get good. ¿Qué es la que hay? What's poppin'?
I'm here just thinking about like all those people that are talking like
I got a lot of male fragility. I got a lot of that bullshit.
Oh, I'm ready for that. Like
Listen, let me ask you something. What do you think about this male fragility bullshit of men saying, well, why didn't he go after August? I'm like, August ain't to blame. She and him need to figure that shit out. It's very different.
That was Jada's cushy and like it was consensual.
Yeah, it's their problem.
Like the thing here is that a lot of these people are like, first of all, like what does this disrespect has to do with what happened with August? Like
nothing.
Like some people here cannot get over the fact of like, hey, yes, sometimes a woman cheat too, and yeah, what happened with that? Like, you know what I mean? How many women are like every freaking day? Like the man had the audacity to have like other families besides their wives, and no, and it's so normal. But if a woman does it, they want to like stone her to death
immediately.
And
yeah,
they didn't learn that lesson from Jesus, huh?
Hey, it's different. And if anything, in all honesty, if you put August and Chris Rock, I think that Chris Rock deserved that shit more than August, because August is just if a man cheats on if a man is with my wife, I'm immediately thinking, where did she fail and where did I fail? But the dude is just like, he's a piece of shit, but it's not his fault, it's her fault and my fault.
Or like if a woman cheats, like I have never understood this part where like women want to beat up other women because they stole their husbands. No, bitch.
No.
Your stuff is broken and you have to fix your stuff. No, like
Exactly. Nobody
like
stole shit.
that lady was there with the wet ready, and this
Yeah.
August, he was just like there giving out his collagen free.
But men want him to beat that guy up, the August guy. I'm like, why are we talking about this dude? It's like nobody gives a shit about him. This is an isolated incident.
Those same men saying like, he embarrassed she embarrassed Will. She broke his manhood. Like, bruh, that's your masculine fragility, not his masculine fragility. Like, I feel like some people are just not there. Like, guys, you're just not there. Like, developmentally, spiritually, you're just not there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
We cannot blame you because you're not there.
So now we are condemning violence. I'm like, what is it with people and violence?
No, the thing is that how people pick and choose what's violent and what's
Yes. I was just saying this just now. I'm like, so what he did is in words of violence? Violence comes in many shapes and forms, not just a slap.
Because the thing is that these people are so used to a woman being humiliated,
abused, and talk shit about.
It's okay, that's not that bad.
It's really horrible and annoying because people don't know what it is like to see a man defending a woman. They're not used to it. They're used to men putting women down, and they're okay with that. A lot of them are, apparently, and it's sickening.
Mira, te voy a decir más. The thing that's hurting these people butts is like, okay, if Will have slapped Jada because of the entanglement, that will be normalized.
Yeah.
Our country, every month, every day, a woman is abused, even killed for less than that. Because something, when a male is a cheater, tú sabes, el león juega por su condición. So they think that their women are cheating. I've been victim of that shit. I remember, like, oh my God, when I didn't know any better and I was young and stupid and so ignorant, I
want to hear this.
And I was so traumatized. I was like 13. Yeah, I was 13. It was a really bad moment in my life. And I dated this guy from Colorado who was a gang member from the Crips.
There you go, baby.
And he was like 17 or 18. He was out of juvie, and his dad took him back to Puerto Rico to try to reform him. But he was, guess what? He was at church, and he was going to the school from church. So he was fine. And that piece of caca, and he was upset. I was 13. What did I know about this? He was obsessed that I was cheating on him. So if we went out, I had to look to the floor. Me, this bitch, look to the floor. Because if I wasn't looking to the floor, he will say that I was flirting with a guy. And he will make a scene and he will turn violent towards me in front of whoever. And that's okay. How that's okay?
I'm more worried about men who are out there thinking that Will Smith should have taken that dude August and slapped him. I'm more worried about that. That is true violence. That is not you defending anybody. That is your ego being bruised and you doing something about it to try to get it back.
That's you being a macho, because that woman is my property and her coochie cannot do whatever she wants.
Hey, you get things and you put out things, but sometimes shit happens. But I think people are like really overreacting over this bullshit. I think it's something that should be left to them and have those two figure it out, because it's like it's idiotic that we're like clutching pearls. Oh my God. There was a guy that went into my comments. I am losing respect for you. Like,
Mira.
And I don't give a shit.
I don't want to talk about my comment section. Like, me, I I never have haters in my comments. I just have like the coolest people in my comments, and I have like even women bringing
Yeah.
Augustine up, and I'm like, lady, you haven't come in years. You don't know what squirting is. I bet you think squirting is making pee-pee.
Listen, I gotta upload this shit to YouTube, and you just made it very difficult. Why are you making me edit shit?
You know, I'll help you edit.
Don't get me wrong, it's funny. Listen. God damn it, Tita, you're gonna make me edit this shit. I gotta upload it to YouTube. Now it's gonna be difficult. Not that I don't agree with you, but listen, we're gonna do a live for people that are present. We're gonna do a live this Thursday, and we're gonna do it in Spanish. And we're gonna talk about this more in Spanish because I think that people don't understand how the Latino community sees this. This is something that's very,
Yeah, I'm like, that man acted like a husband that cares about her wife's mental health.
Yes.
Because then, this is the thing, the double standards and the hypocrisy. If he didn't do anything, let's say he didn't do anything, he laughed at the joke, and blah, 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 blah. And tomorrow, God forbids, Jada took a decision.
Yeah.
Then all these pendejos will be like, oh my God, Jada, oh my God. Come on,
Yep.
God. And then the worst part of this is that a lot of like racist people are like, we're expecting to see like Will handcuffed or something. Like, when in which part of this movie in the United States?
Well, let me tell you, the DA in California or Los Angeles, whatever the hell they were, they can file charges anytime. They don't need Chris Rock's testimony. As a matter of fact, they don't even need the video. They can just be like two people going over there and saying, we saw it. And 200, I don't know how many people were in that auditorium. I mean, 100.
Just Australia.
Just one person can go and say, yeah, I saw it. And then they can file charges. And the DA doesn't need Chris Rock's testimony. But it won't happen. It won't happen. Because even a couple of cops or detectives out there are like, you had it coming, boy. You know, it's like, he's just, you know, I mean, it might happen. I don't know. They might file charges. I don't think they will.
I don't think they will. But like, did you watch the post videos of like Samuel L. Jackson and Denzel Washington? Everybody was like,
yeah, yeah, I saw that. I can't even imagine that conversation between him and Denzel. Denzel is like, you gotta calm the hell down, boy.
I want to imagine the conversation between him and Samuel L. Jackson, sir.
So is it okay if Chris Rock retaliates? Yeah. And it's not really retaliation. I mean, if somebody attacks you physically, you can defend yourself and attack back. I would have had no problem with that. As a matter of fact, it would have been probably better because then it would have canceled each other out.
Yes, and then Chris Rock wouldn't be the coge bofeta.
Who raised you that you feel it's okay to hit someone? You really need to curb that. I'm not going to allow that in my comments.
Who raised you or me?
And the worst part is, Veronica, you have my daughter's name, which is ironic. You really need to curb that. I don't think it's okay for you to hit anybody. But there's times where situations like that will happen. And you assuming that I like to hit people is incredibly disrespectful. I'm not going to kick you out of the forum yet. I'm going to give you one more chance. But if you spew garbage like that again on my forum, I am going to kick you out. And that's the last thing I'm going to say about that. Yeah, people like to sorry, your opinion? Yeah, you can keep that to yourself. That's not your opinion. That is you having a conclusion based on something that I'm saying that is completely untrue. You are jumping to conclusions that I think that people that I condone hitting people. What is wrong with you? As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna kick you out. I'm not even gonna wait.
We're gonna give you a trampoline on the
Block. Bye. See you when I see you. The audacity. You okay to hit people? Where do you people get your Venn diagrams? It's like I see a lizard on a lamppost and I think he's an electrician. Oh my god. Bye. Anyways, keep going. So yeah.
These people, yes, it's a wedding ring, and this is my wedding present.
Oh my god.
Mira, I don't know what's wrong with people. Like, and then my mom, have you talked about this with your mother? And then my mom, have you talked about this with your mother? Because like boomers, they have opinions.
Yeah, the boomers are different, you know. That's like
my mom told me, check this out. My mom told me, because I sent her that uncensored video with all the beep 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 unblocked, right? And my mom was like, hey, I think those things you don't say those in public. I think that classy slap was enough.
Sometimes it is. Listen, when you think about it, people that say that violence is never like necessary or it shouldn't be like that.
Live in Narnia because
yeah, it's like, well, you never own a firearm then because it's. What do you think is gonna happen if someone breaks in my house? The first thing we're gonna go to is to a really bad place, and you got to be ready for that. You know.
They acquire rights with like conversations, right? Like we did dances with people, and that how women were able to vote and all that, and then we need to do that for Mofongo Wars. But like,
yeah. And you know what's funny about all this? The people that are a lot of people who have, because I seen their other posts, a lot of people who are commenting that violence is never necessary are super religious and they believe in the Bible, which is arguably one of the most violent books ever written. Right? I mean, and they're like, oh, violence. I'm like, the creator drowned everyone on a failed experiment. It's like, what are you talking about?
They be like carrying that Bible but never read it.
Exactly. I'm like, you don't remember the story of Job? Or how about Abraham?
All the stories, all of them. Like, let's talk about Jesus. How did Jesus earn our salvation?
I am telling you, people got this shit twisted.
Ground beef.
At the end of the day, they should check out Dr. Gonzo. Dr. Jay Gonzo. What is happening with Dr. Jay Gonzo? He has stuff to say as well. Listen, I've been kicking out people, Mo. Don't tempt me. I'm not gonna take anything to that. I'm like Will. I'm like Barney.
Mira, those are the same people that are okay with like their kids shooting on schools, but it's not okay for a black man to defend his wife.
This is a lot of racial undertones. That's the worst part. Wait, I'm trying to find what he said. I'm going back on the conversation. I can't find it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. They're really saying violence for black men isn't necessary. He's saying that you're saying it's okay to hit. People are so dumb. It's just like,
wait, what?
Why would people assume that because I'm having this position, I think it is okay to hit people? It's like people have these conclusions based on things they see, and it's so circumstantial. It's like, you know, they see somebody coming out of a bank with a ski mask and they immediately, well, he robbed the bank. Not really. He could have just come from skiing. People need to like really use their head.
That's just what happened with the director of Black Panther, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he gave a note. Oh my God, he's gonna rob us. Like, be nice. Don't do it. Be nice. I don't condone violence. I think violence is bad. Just sometimes it's not. Thank you everyone for coming in. And watch out for my podcast. It's gonna be out on Thursday. Mofongo Wars. I'm gonna do a live with Tita, the girl that you saw just now, but we're gonna do one in Spanish, and we're gonna talk a little bit about everything. And this video, this live I just did, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube for anybody that missed it. If you want to check it out, you can do that. I love you guys very much. Thank you for your support. As always, stay frosty and stay safe out there. Que tenga buen día.